the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Thursday, September 22nd, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. Breaking news tonight, state police along with SWAT team members are on scene outside a home in Ringtown. According to police at the scene, they were called to Spring Street around 4 p.m. No word from authorities as to what exactly is happening officially. Spring Street is blocked off. Stay tuned to WYLN News' Facebook for more information as it develops. Our Aaron Harvey is on scene. Well, 6 years ago, 6 years in prison for a Wilkes-Barre man who drowned pet ferrets. 23-year-old Michael Craig received the sentence in Luzerne County Court for several charges. Craig managed to get ferrets into a box, taped it shut, then threw it into the river off the Black Diamond Bridge on Academy Street. A witness tried to stop him. Craig was also charged with perjury for lying to prison officials about having a dying sister in an effort to be released. The sentence was handed down by Judge David Lupus. A man is in custody after riding a stolen ATV through the streets of Hazleton and fleeing on foot. Yesterday, around 4:45, 23-year-old Ray Torres Vicente was seen riding a quad in the passing lane near the 300 block of South Church Street. Hazleton police attempted to stop Torres Vicente, but he fled south and abandoned the quad in the 600 block of South Church Street and proceeded to flee on foot. Torres Vicente was apprehended by the officer in the wooded area near the 500 block of South Church Street. The ATV that was being operated, he was allegedly stolen from a residence in Mahanoy Plain. Pennsylvania State Police in Frackville are investigating the theft. Torres Vicente is charged with receiving stolen property, recklessly endangering another person, fleeing or attempting to elude a police officer, and 8 summary violations. He was taking overnight arraignment, and a preliminary hearing will be scheduled by Magisterial District Judge Joseph Sola. A bill in Harrisburg would raise the cost of filing a property deed with the county in order to get money to fight blight. In order to get money to fight blight, the bill written by Senator David Argel would allow counties to add a fee of up to $15 for filing a deed, with the additional fee going into a county demolition fund. Counties could then grant the money to municipalities. Argel says the fee would generate about $14 million annually. The bill has already passed the state Senate. Wednesday, it was approved by the House Urban Affairs Committee. Now it heads to the House floor. Green Party presidential candidate Jill Stein was in Wilkes-Barre last night. She made a stop at the Wilkes University Student Union building. She spoke to a crowd of about 150 supporters. The stop was not preceded by any advance notice. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump is in Pennsylvania again tonight. He'll be in the suburban Philadelphia area at the Sun Center Studios in Chester Township. The event begins at 7 o'clock. Democrat Hillary Clinton was in the state Monday night as she spoke to students at Temple University. Pennsylvania, with its 20 electoral votes, is considered a battleground state. Wilkes-Barre's zoning hearing board turned down a request to turn an abandoned rectory into apartments. Nabil Abdulberg, who owns several other properties in town, recently bought the old Holy Trinity Rectory on East South Street. He wanted to turn it into 6 apartments. He told the board he wouldn't accept any Section 8 tenants, saying most of them would be college students. He said 1-bedroom apartments would rent for $600 to $650 a month, while 2-bedroom apartments would go for $800 to $850 a month. Several residents spoke against the plan, saying it would change the nature of the neighborhood. The neighborhood is zoned R2 residential. The board rejected the request, and he has 45 days to appeal that decision to county court. Retired State Trooper Tom Wall is Nanticoke's new police chief. He was appointed by Mayor Richard Wachowski and sworn into office last night. He will receive a salary of $65,000 annually. While benefits usually come through salary, Wall says he won't take them. Wall's wife Donna was named the city's interim manager in January. Wall replaces longtime Chief William Schultz, who died recently after a long bout with cancer. There is word of a possible grievance being filed by the police department, but he says he'll deal with it if it happens. Rev up those engines and get in line for the 5th annual Freeland Car Cruise to benefit the police department. The cruise is this Saturday, September 24th from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. Freeland Mayor Ed Appleman says more cars and motorcycles enter the cruise each and every year.
We actually cruise. We take the cars out on a 10-mile drive. We have trophies. Best GM, best Mopar, best Ford, best import, best motorcycle. Motorcycles are also welcomed. We also have a burnout competition for people. There'll be tricky trays, DJ.
Drivers will travel from Freeland to Upper Lehigh, down through Jetto, and end at the Freeland Community Park where the burnout competition will take place. The rain date is set for Sunday, September 25th from 8 to 3 p.m. It's $8 to enter the cruise, and all proceeds will go directly to the police department.
Any donations towards the Freeland Police Department would be welcomed. If anybody would like to help, they can get in touch with me at 570-582-3082, or if you would need any information about the car cruise and any information like that.
You may visit cruisefreeland.com. Again, the 5th annual Freeland Car Cruise is this Saturday, September 24th from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Freeland Community Park. Fun Fest has come and gone, but the parade is still on WYLN for your viewing pleasure. The 2016 Fun Fest parade on Sunday, September 11th was taped in its entirety and hosted by WYLN's very own Gary Perna and Abby Piskel. The parade featured local businesses, nonprofit organizations, bands from around our area, and high school marching bands. You can catch the rebroadcast of the parade during those dates and times that are on our Facebook page. The next airing of this year's Fun Fest parade will be Saturday, September 24th from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Time now for our first look at our forecast. Another bright and sunny day for our area, and it seems like the temperatures hopefully will stay in the 70s. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with all the details. Joe, are we going down to the 60s this week?
Sure thing. Before the ending part of the weekend, we're going to be looking at 60s and 60s all next week, but looks like we have at least another day to enjoy some mild weather before maybe a couple of showers and a thunderstorm comes into play, and that's going to bring in some cooler weather for the upcoming weekend. I'll explain with the 7-day forecast coming up in just a few, Ann.
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, a local zoning hearing board granted a variance to allow a medical clinic to reestablish their medical office in town. Plus, the United Way of Greater Hazelton held a kickoff event for its 2017 campaign. Abby Piskel will have all the details on that. More news, weather, and sports is coming your way here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, video journalists Mike Lula and Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Gary Perna, Abby Piskel, and Aaron Harvey. Sports with Eric DeBerardinis and John Eric Poli, and weather with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik.
It's a kickoff classic sale at Berger Buick GMC Cadillac Route 93, Hazel Township.
Save up to $4,000 on selected 2016 Buick Regals, or save up to $6,000 on selected 2016 Buick Encores from stock. Save up to $9,000 on selected 2016 GMC Yukon Denali's from stock.
It's a kickoff classic sale at Berger Buick GMC Cadillac Route 93, Hazel Township.
Berger Family Dealerships, drive with experience.
Mike Stower Coal and Oil Fuel Delivery with automatic delivery and budget plans available. 24-hour furnace service. Discount pricing for businesses and restaurants. Call them for a quote. Also, propane is now available, with a portion of the annual proceeds going to the Cancer Foundation for breast cancer awareness. Accepting major credit cards. Call 570-636-0503. StowerCoalAndOil.com.
Stop at Zakovich's Farm Market, 432 Fairview Street in Tamaqua, for all your fresh-picked seasonal produce. When you're done, stop right next door at the Rough Cut Barbecue and choose from a delicious menu. Produce stand is open daily from 9 a.m. to 6, and the Rough Cut Barbecue is open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, noon until 7. Zakovich's Farm Market and Rough Cut Barbecue, 570-467-2039.
After 7 months without a medical clinic in McAdoo, plans are in the works to build a new one. After a zoning hearing board meeting last night, WYLN's Aaron Harvey has all the details.
Last night, the McAdoo Zoning Board granted a variance to allow St. Luke's to reestablish their medical office in McAdoo. Most of the residents in attendance wanted the medical clinic because there is not one medical office in the borough. The building will be built at the intersection of West Grant and Kennedy Streets. Rural Health Clinic Administrator for St. Luke's Hospital Miners Campus, Micah Gursky, explains why they had to shut down the old clinic back in February.
The St. Luke's Miners Campus applied for a variance that would allow us to reestablish our medical office in McAdoo. There was an apartment above our office, had a water break in February, and it leaked into our office, and we had to close the office down. And so so we decided to relocate and stay in McAdoo. St. Luke's is very committed to McAdoo and all the Southside communities, and we want to reestablish that medical office in downtown McAdoo. So tonight's meeting was to request a variance from the zoning hearing board to allow us to build the building at the intersection of West Grant and Kennedy.
Once the clinic is built, most of the borough will be able to walk to the clinic.
What this means for the people in McAdoo is that they'll have a medical office again in their community, one that's pedestrian friendly, you can walk to it, one that provides family medicine. We see people of all ages. We provide vaccines for children. We provide preventative medicine. We provide the highest quality of care. It's a hospital-based facility, and so it's inspected by the Joint Commission and the Department of Health, and we just take care of people and keep them healthy and keep them out of the hospital.
Gursky explains what the clinic will be used for.
The building that we're going to relocate in McAdoo, it's a family medicine office. So it's like a family doctor's office. And so we see people of all age. We see sick visits. We see well visits. We do a lot of education, patient education, where we talk with patients about their conditions, answer their questions, and provide a lot of immunizations for not only children, but people of all ages.
Again, the land the clinic will be built on is right here at the intersection of West Grant and Kennedy. Construction is expected to take place within the very near future. In McAdoo for WILN News, I'm Erin Harvey.
Thank you, Erin. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will have a full look at our forecast. Plus, the Greater Hazelton United Way kicked off their 2017 campaign. All that and more, including sports with Eric DeVerdinis, is coming up next here on WILN. Stay tuned.
At All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, you not only get the vehicle that you want,
you also get the lowest financing options.
We also deliver unmatched service.
Whether you're in need of a work truck, have an active family lifestyle, or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. It's the Ram Power Days and Jeep Celebration event. Stop in today.
Why we love to go to the fair. The Bloomsburg Fair. It's the largest agricultural fair in PA. Over 1,000 vendors sit on 220 acres. General admission $8, children 12 and under free every day. The Bloomsburg Fair, September 24th through October 1st, with hundreds of food vendors, exhibit, livestock displays, dog show, Barton House, and one-room schoolhouse. Daily demonstrations, and don't miss new this year, the Amish barn raising. The Bloomsburg Fair, exit 232 off I-80 Bloomsburg. More info at Bloomsburg Fair Facebook and bloomsburgfair.com.
Sal's Septic Service for cesspools and septic tank cleaning, and Marola's Garage for car and truck inspection and repairs. If it has wheels, Marola's can fix it. Call Sal's Septic and Marola's Garage at 570-956-4782.
Nespoli Jewelers in Berwick offers the perfect mix of fine and fashion jewelry. Expand your Alex and Ani jewelry collection at Nespoli Jewelers or design a one-of-a-kind engagement ring. Nespoli Jewelers, mixing fine and fashion. 108 East Front Street in Berwick.
Alrighty, a nice looking Thursday we had across our area. We had plenty of sunshine and it was pretty nice temperature wise. Wind's really not much of a factor whatsoever. Picture perfect day to be outdoors, and it looks like we'll have another nice day for tomorrow, at least the first part of tomorrow, but then a chance of some scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm will come into play later in the afternoon and in the evening hours, and that's going to bring in a chance of some cooler temperatures as we go into the weekend and definitely going into next week. On to the numbers for you, and we continue to be nice out there temperature wise. 76 degrees. Winds for the most part have been fairly light across our area. Dew point number is extremely low, so walking outside you don't feel any humidity whatsoever in the air. It feels very nice and it feels very comfortable. But enjoy those numbers because it's going to get much cooler across our area. in just a few days. So how did we do temperature-wise for the day? Not quite 80, but close to it. Morning low of 61 degrees. And again, the winds have not been of a factor much at all, only coming in with a wind gust of 15 miles per hour. Throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, well, it's looking pretty nice out there. We got temperatures in the 70s, and we got some 80s out there. Even in Selinsgrove, mid to upper 80s, including Allentown, mid to upper 80s. A lot of sunshine. And even got some 70s out there as well. But every location seeing plenty of sunshine, so it is fairly comfortable out there. And like I said, those winds, most areas they're calm. Other than that, they're generally coming in under 5 miles per hour with the wind speeds for the day. Extended forecast looking like this, and what we can expect the next couple of days. You know what? We got a lot of sunshine tomorrow, giving way to some clouds, and then by the afternoon and evening hours, that's when we're still going to look at the chance of a couple of scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm around, and then that'll be out of here, and that's going to pave the way for some cooler conditions as we go into the weekend. For Saturday and Sunday, I tell you what, it's going to be much cooler across our area. We're only going to be looking at temperatures getting up into the 60s for daytime highs. Take a look at those overnight lows, some of them dropping down into the 40s, even going into next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We'll have a mix of clouds and sunshine. Temperatures still getting up into the 60s. And you know what? That's still not bad this time around. Seeing temperatures in the 60s to near 70 degrees. It still will feel pretty comfortable when you're outside, but those nighttime lows are going to be a little bit chilly. Some of them are going to be getting down into the lower 40s. But overall, little, if minimal, chance of any rain, at least over the next several days. We'll have more for you coming up after this break.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Stop by Thomas Farm, 556 St. John's Road in Drums for flowers and vegetable plants, hanging baskets, and in-season fresh vegetables. Open 7 days a week, 9 to 6, accepting credit cards and FMP vouchers, and a pumpkin hayride and corn maze is coming soon.
Zaner's Automotive Incorporated has been providing complete towing and wreckage recovery service. They also offer emergency truck and trailer repairs and roadside assistance. Located at 213 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Call them at 570-454-0541.
To help non-profit agencies in the community, the United Way of Greater Hazleton held their kickoff campaign for the 2017 year. WYLN's Abby Piskel has more from Hazleton.
Last night, the United Way of Greater Hazleton held a kickoff event.
Sorry about that. We will have that for you coming up in just a bit. But coming up next, Eric DeBaradinas is in with sports here on WYLN. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will have one last look at our forecast coming up here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
Minutes away. That's right. You're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. Two great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 19 minutes from Scranton, 15 minutes from Wilkes-Barre, 12 minutes from Old Forge, 18 minutes from Mountaintop, and 28 minutes from Berwick. Barber Ford in Exeter and Barber Ford in Hazleton. Start your new car search today at barberautogroup.com, where nobody but nobody sells for less.
Since 2001, Hazleton Imaging has been offering the best care, a staff that is kind and courteous, and a radiologist on site. Hazleton Imaging is less expensive than most hospitals, and they offer self-pay pricing. Call Hazleton Imaging today at 570-501-SCAN.
John's Family Restaurant in the Churchill Mall. Enjoy a full menu with all homemade food. From breakfast, soups, sandwiches, entrees, and desserts. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. The food is great, the price is right. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Lots of cool things come along with winning a championship. One of those, celebrating with your fans. The Rail Riders haven't had that chance, winning the Governor's Cup in Georgia and National Championship in Tennessee. Well, yesterday, they did get that opportunity. The Riders rode into PNC Field in style as they were welcomed by hundreds of fans back at the ballpark after capturing the AAA title on Tuesday. September 21st, 2016 was dubbed Rail Riders Day across Lackawanna County. Scranton-Wilkes-Barre manager Al Padrique discussed what made this season so special.
They believe in themselves. The guys that left, yes, we miss them. But the guys that stay behind, this team did all the hard work. They played together real well. They believe in themselves, and the one thing that we kept was the chemistry, the attitude, and the clubhouse. That was outstanding.
The lights turned on a night early again this week. Not just one, but two local Thursday night football matchups set to kick off in just over an hour. 7 o'clock start at Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium as 2-2 Myers hosts 1-3 Holy Redeemer. Now the Royals coming off a rare bye week in high school football, but not by choice. Last week they were forced to forfeit their game due to a lack of healthy players, but regain a few of them tonight. The Mohawks haven't scored in the first half through 4 weeks. They look to get off to a better or any sort of start tonight. In the Schuylkill League, 3-1 Lee Heighton visits 1-3 Panther Valley. The defending league champ Indians rallied for a victory over Marion last week, with the Panthers losers of 3 straight after an opening week win. We'll have highlights from both games tonight on Late Edition Sports. Saturday, Penn State at the Big House taking on Michigan, which is normally a tough matchup, but things even tougher this year as the Wolverines enter number 4 in the entire country. Michigan with a dynamic offense averaging 53 points a game, and Nittany Lions head coach James Franklin knows that stopping the run will be paramount.
Being able to stop the run and be really physical across the defensive line and gap sound and things like that is going to be really, really important, because if they can establish the run and play action pass you, then they're really difficult to defend.
Penn State in desperate need of playmaking at linebacker, with all 3 original starters banged up, including Valley View graduate Naeem Wortman-White, who suffered a season-ending injury versus Temple last week. It would be better to have him on the field, but Wortman-White remains a leader while hurt.
Selfless guy, and he's going to keep being around and be a vocal leader on this team.
I know if there is somebody who can get through this, get past it, it'll be him. I mean, he's an amazing athlete, amazing competitor, great person, great teammate.
Kickoff set for 3:30 on Saturday. Tomorrow we'll be at Harmon-Guy Stadium for our game of the week between Hazleton and Wallenpaul Pack football. Yesterday we were there for Hazleton and Abington Heights field hockey. The Lady Cougars lost a lot of talent from last year, but still they could factor into the Wyoming Valley Conference picture. They lead 3-0 at the half, less than a minute into the second. Keeping at it, Lady Comets goalie comes out. Jill Buckman puts it in, 4-zip advantage. And then just a moment later, it's another great opportunity in front, but the ball goes just wide. No such issues off this corner, a beautiful play design, and there's an initial stop, but the rebound to Madeline Kelly, and she buries it. 6-0 the final. Hazleton moves to 3-2 in conference play. That's it for sports. Stay tuned.
Introducing the all-new Hazleton Kia, where you are set for life. Where every new vehicle purchased includes a lifetime warranty, lifetime oil and filter changes, lifetime car washes, lifetime loaner vehicles, and lifetime state inspections. Plus, check out this amazing deal on a 2016 Kia Optima. Right now with 0 down for only $159 per month, or buy it for $18,998. Hazleton Kia, where you are set for life.
When you need used auto parts, call Bonner Enterprises. They also take your junk cars and trucks, offering competitive prices. They also deliver anti-skid, shale, and clay. Located at 410 Maplewood Drive in the Humboldt Industrial Park, call them at 570-384-3291. Beach Mountain Lakes Restaurant and Lounge is open to the public Wednesday through Sunday. They offer great food and entertainment with a beautiful lake view from their 100-foot deck. Wednesday is lasagna night, Thursday is the burger bash, and Sunday is clam night. Check out their live entertainment every weekend.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
For those who serve today and those who served before them, for those whose sacrifice will never end, the Gary Sinise Foundation shows its gratitude through entertainment, outreach, and life-changing support. We can never give enough, but we can always give a little more. Find out how you can donate at GarySiniseFoundation.org.
To help not-for-profit agencies in the community, the United Way of Greater Hazelton held their kickoff campaign for the 2017 year. WYLN's Abby Piskel has more.
Last night, the United Way of Greater Hazelton held a kickoff event for the 2017 campaign at the Hazelton Municipal Airport. Those involved with the United Way want to make the kickoff a fun event, and this year they decided to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the movie Top Gun with their campaign, Top Fun.
This is the kickoff for our campaign for the 2017 year. The United Way is happy to be at the Hazelton Municipal Airport. We always try to have fun when we do our kickoffs. This year we're celebrating the 30th anniversary of a popular movie of a similar name, and our theme is Top Fun. And we're in an aviator military theme, and we're having a great time. We have a few special surprises planned for the event, and all in all, it marks the beginning of about 9 months of real hard work.
The mission of the United Way is to improve lives by showing the caring power of communities, and the Hazelton United Way has 24 agencies in the community.
And all of those not-for-profits receive monies that are raised in our campaign. This year we're hoping to raise, I would say, over $650,000 to $700,000 to go to those agencies, but we're also heavily involved in efforts to fight early childhood illiteracy. We also have a number of senior citizens outreaches. We have community feeding, and of course the biggest accomplishment of the last 12 months working with Catholic Social Services has been the opening of a homeless shelter to serve this community.
Hazelton Chamber of Commerce President Mary Malone says that this year's campaign theme is fun, and she's excited about the coming together of a community effort.
This is a big day for the kickoff for the 2016 annual campaign for all of the member agencies, many of which are also chamber members as well. And the theme this year really is Top Fun is a good time. But the other thing as a chamber president I'm excited about is sometimes when you live in the community and work here, you don't always realize all of the different assets that we have. And the regional airport is a fantastic location. So I bet you that this is the first time that a lot of folks, whether again it's a business that has a campaign at their business or the member agencies, that they've actually been out here to the airport. So combining again a fantastic community effort to make sure that all of those nonprofits and health and human agencies are there for all of the residents of the Greater Hazelton area.
To learn more about the organization, visit unitedwayhazelton.org. In Hazelton, for WYLN News, I'm Abby Piskel.
Thank you very much, Abby. Well, today is a very special day, and yesterday was a special day here at WYLN. We were celebrating 2 birthdays. We want to say happy birthday today to our very own Tiffany Cloud from the Storm. There she is. Happy birthday to Tiffany. And yesterday was Erin Harvey's birthday, so we were able to celebrate with her too. So she's out on that story now. So we'll see what happens. But happy birthday.
Shout out to my grandma. Her birthday today.
Yeah, happy birthday, Grandma.
Years young. Wow.
Good for her.
As well as Tiffany.
Happy birthday to all 3 of our favorite people out there.
Helping your dollars go further every day. Stay here for fantastic bargains. This is Penny's Classifieds from WYLN TV 35.